A chance for the Chargers, and they score!
In the front, Fuzzy again!
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Business Over Breakfast. My name is Ben Barber, and this is a one of my favorite shows that we do every week with the Ocean Community Chamber of Commerce. And I just want to first, before we introduce our guests and stuff, I want to make everybody draw everybody's attention to the Chamber Champions. A huge thank you to all of them. Which you can see streaming below. Today, my co-host on this show, you're the host, honestly. Yeah, that's only because I'm the producer and I own 321 and I have the microphone. But the host of today's show from the chamber is the events and office manager. Do I have that correct? Grace Lund. And today's guest is the always wonderful, lovely Beth Frenette. Did I get your last name right? Did I ask? Okay, cool. Vice president over at Washington Trust and a member of the board of directors over at the chamber. How are you?
I'm good this morning. Where's the breakfast?
That is a misnomer, actually. That is a misnomer that there is breakfast. There should be. Hold on. Let me just get. Can you guys both talk for me?
Sure. Good morning.
Why are you? Oh, because you're number 4. Grace, you're on. Go ahead.
Good morning.
There we go.
Okay.
All right, now we can hear Grace. I'm a professional, guys.
It's an early morning.
It is an early morning. And lots of stuff going on.
Oh yeah.
At the chamber that we'll get to a little bit later in the show. Beth just exhaled deeply, like, yeah. There is a lot of stuff going on at the chamber right now. Always. So that's always exciting because Lisa was on yesterday for Man About Town here on 321, and in the newsletter broke some news about what's going on later this year. The Nutcracker Trail, which we mentioned for a second off air before we started, and Beth was like, "We're afraid of the Nutcrackers." Honestly, I've seen them I've seen some of them at the chamber offices, and they are big, and
they are 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
And they're all going to be uniquely decorated, so we're looking forward to that event later this year.
Yeah, that's going to be awesome. And if you want more information on that, check out the newsletter. So, Beth, how long have you been at Washington Trust?
37 years.
How is that possible?
I don't know. I just walked in one day, applied for a job, and I've been there ever since.
Wow.
It's been very good to me.
Okay.
What was the first job you applied for?
A teller.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yes.
Awesome.
So, I was hired as a teller. I was actually hired at the time. They were building the Charlestown location. So I was going to be permanent at the Charlestown branch. What happened is we had an organization back then called Pro Team, which stood for Professional Replacement Organization. And we floated to branches and different departments, even to our Block Island branch. So within several months, I ended up getting on that. And I did that for quite a long time, which was a really good opportunity because it taught me a lot about all the different departments and things like that. So, and I met a lot of people. What I thought was a lot of people at the bank at that time, because our phone list was like 3/4 of a page and the font was pretty big. And now I think we have something like over 600 employees for Washington Trust.
Wow.
That's
impressive.
That is very impressive. So what, explain I wrote out your full position from the Washington Trust website on the description of this episode so that people can read that for themselves. But what are you in charge of as a VP?
So I work in cash management. It's a group. We have a great team, and we have a product support team. Everyone always says, yes, what do you do? And I say I'm in cash management, and they're like, oh, you manage cash, which yes, we do. So cash management, basically, we work very closely with our commercial lenders. We lend to commercial businesses, and then we also take care of their account relationships. We make sure they're set up for all their products and services so that they can do their business. So it's the same on what my bailiwick is, more the municipal quasi-government. So it's the same thing for me, just a little bit different working with municipalities, but still giving them the same services and products so that they can do their jobs. So
very important.
No, yes.
Incredibly important.
I also like to say I have great customers.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I do.
Well,
I think that's why I've been there for so long as well.
Yeah, that makes sense. Washington Trust was my first bank, as I think many people can say around here. Washington Trust was my first bank, and the only reason that I left Washington Trust as a 18-year-old was that I moved to New York City, and there were no Washington Trusts around in New York City to go to the ATM and stuff for. But and then when I went to start my first business as an adult coming back home, Washington Trust. It's a name a name you recognize, and trust is literally in the name, and just the greatest people. Like I lived in Richmond, and so I frequented the Richmond branch very often, and just like lovely people every time. It was always friendly. When I was the manager of Subway in Richmond, I would walk across the street every day to make the deposit at Washington Trust. I have so many fond things to say about I have so many great things to say and fond memories of Washington Trust. I mean, you guys are the best.
Nice. Thank you. That's always great to hear. Never get tired of hearing that. We are the oldest community bank in the United States as well. So that's pretty. We will be celebrating our milestone this year of 225 years.
Wow.
Oh, that's all. That's all. Okay.
Add it to the list.
So yeah, I hope
impressive.
we're still sticking around.
Yeah.
Wow. And we thought that the chamber was impressive with the 100th anniversary this year.
There's a lot of anniversaries this year.
There is.
Yeah.
Johnny Cake.
Yeah, Johnny Cake. We have Pawcatuck Roofing has an anniversary this year. We have a running list at the chamber. We're keeping track.
Yeah.
I'm keeping track too.
Yeah. I'll add you to the list.
Watch Hill Chapel is one that we work with at 321. They have 150th this year.
Oh, good.
But nobody, I mean, you guys are almost as old as the country.
Yeah, wouldn't make our 100 look like nothing.
Yeah, it's the 225th, is that what you said?
Yes, in August. I feel it's like August 22nd.
Wow.
Is the birthday? Yeah.
So that is literally, I mean, in 2026, the country is going to be 250 years old.
Yes.
So you're literally only 25 years younger than America. That's crazy.
That is.
Is that
I didn't really think of it that way, but yeah.
Wow. Well, all right. I mean, that's all of the reason you could possibly need to go to Washington Trust. What are some of the things that are happening at Washington Trust now that people should know about?
Well, we're constantly our Employee Fest is coming up. That's always an annual thing, which is where all of our employees are recognized, which is a great thing. Anybody reaching milestones, 5 years, 10 years, throughout the years. It's nice to see how it's grown. For myself, I feel like now I'm the person that was there when I first started at Washington Trust, and learning from all the other people that had been working there. So we have that coming up. Whatever communities we're in, we're always there helping out. I know yesterday, Libby is her name. She did a great job with all the help of other people, but we were doing she got together a bunch of baskets, care packages for Crossroads. And it literally took like, I think there was like 6 of us, Ray and Siobhan and Frank. And we were taking all these baskets down into the elevator, squeezing in and getting them in a truck and everything so that she could get them delivered. So, and I just myself too, I mean, I've always been involved in helping out and everything, and with the bank as well. So it's nice to see all of these things and the great employees that we have that are still continuing these. And because it's a lot of work. I mean, it was baskets, but they were filled with everything. So to go shopping and and people donate, all the employees donate. So
Yeah.
I think we're really good about in all of our communities. We're out there helping out and are involved.
Definitely.
You got, I mean, your team helps, or not specifically your team, but Washington Trust helps a lot at like Virtue,
Yes.
River Glow,
Yep.
Duck Race. Like you guys are very on the ground.
Yep. Yeah, they're always plenty of volunteers.
And even financially, you guys were Washington Trust was an advertiser last year for one of the shows that a nonprofit does on our channel, Friday Friends with our Elder Info. The Washington Trust supported that, which is a great show that gets information out to seniors, caregivers, and professionals. So there's like all sorts of Washington Trust has like way more than 8 tentacles in everything, like, and it really is community focused, and that's really incredible. How did that transition into you becoming? Obviously, I assume that Washington Trust has probably been a member of the chamber since.
Yeah, they're one of our chamber champions.
Yeah. I mean, I would imagine that Washington Trust has probably been a member of the chamber for a very, very, very long time, if not the entire 100 years.
And before me. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sure, yes.
How did you get involved with the board?
For the for my manager, Patty Hartford, was always involved in the community herself. And so she always, for what I did, I started in cash management on the commercial side with the smaller businesses and such. So she's like, it's a good way for you to get out and to network and meet more people. So, but there were people that were already at the bank that were there on the board. So actually it was Debbie Teresi. And she had left. I think she was staying home to take care of her children and everything. So she ended up still being on the board for a little bit. But then Washington Trust needed somebody. So my manager sent me an email. She said, I think you should, see if you can get on the board, take this position. So I'm like, I did. And that's just how it started. And that was a long time.
I was like, when was that?
I don't remember. It's been a long time. But the Ocean Community Chamber of Commerce is a great, it's just great. You also get my husband. We
They're a
kinda
matching
make joke.
set.
Yeah, it's like a package, Beth and Jeff. So we've always helped. And I believe I have to go off the board for a little bit. But I still know, just because this is the community that we live in and everything, and we've grown up with, we'll still be here helping out. Doing whatever, Lisa calls us, Grace call. We'll be there helping out. We always want to help out.
That's awesome. Do you have a favorite event that you participate in every year, or that you just go to every year?
You guys go to everything.
I know. I feel lately we've been missing out on Virtue because we've started camping. We started that a little while back, but
how dare you?
I know,
right?
And what did we miss last year? So Grace already sent the invite to Jeff.
You missed River Glow last year.
That's what it was. And I do really like
River. That was a good one.
Yeah, I do like River Glow. It's hot.
Yeah.
Definitely a good workout.
Yeah, not to boast Jeff's ego, but he's a huge help that day. So they were missed.
Yeah, but I don't think I have a favorite.
There's not one that you're like, it's great. It's that time of year.
I like them all. Because there's always something for every season.
Right. Yeah.
We're always doing something. So.
And they
Fair.
cater to every kind of person. So.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And it's great just to see all the people come. even if it's really not that great of weather. I mean, there's always people there. So
Mhm.
Absolutely. What are some of the things? So, do you have any advice for maybe someone who, you know, is just starting out on the board of directors for the chamber? Like, if there was somebody who,
Just-
if there, yeah, like if there was somebody who like just got added to the board of directors and like maybe had like their first meeting back in December, but have their second meeting
this
coming
afternoon.
up, and like, would you have any advice for some random person who might be new to the board of directors?
I think follow Lisa's lead, because I remember, just I was telling Grace, I don't really like to do this kind of stuff. I always like to stay behind the scenes and everything. I don't like how I sound on the radio, but
You sound great, by the way.
it's I've definitely grown a lot, and if you want to do well and meet the people in your community, it is a great thing to be on, because and go to the events and be there to help out. You'll meet people, you'll make connections. There are great people in this community, and you meet somebody, then you meet somebody else, and it's helped me grow a lot more. It's helped me. I think I'm a little better at speaking more in public. A little.
I don't know.
You're
If this
great
is
at this.
I don't know if this is considered
This
public
is public
speaking,
for
but
me.
yeah. I mean, it's funny because like, well, I shouldn't say like, I never want to talk about how many viewers there are when someone's in the chair because I don't want to get them. But like, it's just the three of us. It's just you. It's just you, me, and Grace. You know what I mean? I literally forget all the time that there's viewers, and then like someone will mention, something that I said once, and I'm like, I have no idea what. I forgot that other people were watching. So it's not a big deal. This isn't, it's not like a speech that you're giving in front of thousands of people, although technically it is.
Not to psych you out.
Yeah, not to psych you out at all. Okay, so what are some of the initiatives? I mean, you've been part of the board for a while. As you said, your time is almost up on the board for now. So there's been a lot of initiatives that have happened in the past since you've been a part of the chamber. What are some of those memorable things? Like right now there's the building fund, and you went through so many things have happened while you were on the board. I mean, so many things happen in a month. We have a scroll here. If I hide the Chamber Champions for a second, we have a scroll here that DJ Gadget did yesterday when we had Lisa on Man About Town. February 6th, the chocolate stroll. Do you want to have a reel for your business's social media? Ask Nicholas from the OCCC. The egg hunt, April 5th. Like there's too many things that it doesn't even list them on my on the thing. So there's always a lot happening at the chamber. It is daunting. I can't believe how the three of you do it with all of the volunteers as well, but I don't understand how the three of you do it. It's a 3-person staff that works the equivalent of a 15-person staff. It's insane.
And they do. Yes.
But what are some of the initiatives that have been there since you started that you remember?
Oh my gosh.
Well, you went skydiving last year, so that was a big one.
You're right.
How was jumping out of a plane?
It was exhilarating. I don't think so. My husband was supposed to do that, and he didn't. So we didn't even realize that till we got there. No, I'm sorry. I knew the night before. So, but I did not have any time to think about it. Otherwise, I probably would have been like, no, I'm not doing that. So it was awesome. And he's upset he was not able to do it. But the next time, if there's another one, he definitely wants to do that. We've done the zip lining. I guess I just forget about all of
Are there any events that
everything's always been fun. So.
Right. Are there any events that we don't produce anymore that you miss or that you really enjoyed when they were around? We're bringing back Trash and Fashion this year.
What is Trash and Fashion?
So that's on April 24th. Basically, it's all about recycling and sustainability. So anyone from the public, any business can design a garment completely out of trash, recycled material. And it's like a fashion show. So we're looking for participants for that. We're looking for sponsors. We're just starting to get it all moving. But it's fun. I don't know the last time they did it.
I think it's
like,
probably been about
it's
several
been a
years.
while,
Maybe
maybe
several
like
years.
2018, maybe.
Okay.
And yeah, so it's gonna be at the United Theater. So we're looking forward to it. It's a little Earth Day celebration.
Oh, it's going to be at the United Theater this year.
Yes. In the black box.
Nice.
Maria is sending me in Chamber Champion sponsors to add to the list.
Good morning, Maria.
She's like, this one just came in this week. Add this.
And I was saying,
Yeah.
we had a couple. We have
Yes.
some very generous businesses.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
We're
sure.
super appreciative.
And she's like, also put them in alphabetical order. And I'm like, where do you put the Hotel Maria in alphabetical order? Is it the T, the H, or the M? I don't know.
The H?
I went with the M
Interesting.
because I feel like
but it's
the,
not Maria's Seaside Cafe. It's Hotel Maria.
right. But I feel like the M is where you would focus on that. I feel like Maria, like Hotel Maria. I don't feel like it's the H. I feel like it's the M.
Maybe we should ask Maria.
Yeah, we should. Maria, feel free to call in.
She'll keep you organized.
Yes, yes. What is up next? Well, there's the buoy.
Yeah, that's
thing
this Saturday. Yeah, we have
the buoy thing. I'm
we
incredibly
have
good at my
Buoy
job.
auction.
the buoy auction on
That's fun.
Saturday. So the public is welcome to come from 12 to 2 and see all the buoys that were on the tree up close and personal. We have them on tables with little turntables so you can spin them without touching the buoy. And then we have a private reception for our artist, who is everyone that donated a buoy to the project. So we have like 160 of them that we are recognizing and thanking. And then later on in the afternoon, we have another private reception for our volunteers and anyone that's contributed to the project. So it's going to be a busy day, but if you are interested in seeing the buoys at any point, 12 to 2 on Saturday, February 1st at the Velvet Mill, we will be there.
Awesome. That is incredible. And then the chocolate stroll is just days after that.
So exciting.
A week from today? Is it Thursday?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a
Next
week from
Thursday.
today.
Yeah, next Thursday.
It's a week from
February
today.
6th.
Yeah.
February 6th, yeah.
January's been a long month.
Still
January's
have one more
I
day.
know.
January's been a long year.
Right?
It's
Yeah, so the chocolate stroll is next Thursday, February 6th, 6 to 9 p.m. in downtown. I think we have like 20 tickets left, maybe.
okay.
And they're going to go quick
Yeah.
if you haven't gotten yours yet. But we have like over 20 businesses participating throughout Pawcatuck and Westerly that will be handing out different chocolate samples. So I think we have like chocolate martinis, chocolate covered strawberries, chocolate covered pretzels, anything chocolate related will be just chocolate.
I know.
Hauser chocolates, like all kinds of stuff. So I would definitely recommend getting those tickets. They're $25. You can get them on our website.
Think of all the chocolate you're going to get for $25.
Bring a Tupperware container if you
Oh
can't
my
eat it
God.
all.
My husband doesn't get me candy on Valentine's Day anymore because
of the chocolate stroll.
because I have a customer
Oh,
every year who sends me chocolate candy.
mhm.
That's
Aw.
what he does. And it used to come from Cape Cod Crafters. And I told him one time I mentioned, we have a local chocolate, which business here, Hauser Chocolates. And he's like, really? So we looked him up, and now every year they come from Hauser. So
That's incredible.
it's always nice to look. I look forward to that. But yeah, he gets out of that. Doesn't get me any candy.
Yeah. Jeff, step up.
Hey, listen, I get it. In his defense, sometimes that stuff happens,
Yeah, he's not mad about it.
Mhm.
Listen, I've never bought Jackie flowers because she likes flowers, but she doesn't see the practicality in them.
Oh,
So
okay.
but she's not gonna watch this. She's not gonna watch
What about
this.
those Lego
I'm gonna go to-
flowers? What if you bought her one of
Oh,
those?
she would love Legos.
Those
She
are
loves
cool.
Legos. I was gonna say I'm gonna go to Broadview and get her a plant instead.
Oh, that works too.
Because she was always like I don't want plants. I don't want flowers. I can't take care of them. Like whatever. And so I've never gotten her flowers. And then we moved into a new place about a year ago, and someone dropped off a plant like the first day we were there. And I was like, this is so sweet. Should we throw it away?
Oh my god.
Not throw it away, but like, should we just give it to someone? Like,
Not torture it.
I was like, we're gonna kill this plant. Like, I'm way too busy to even. I've never taken care of a plant in my entire life. Yes, we should just have succulents. But I'm like, I've never taken care of a plant in my entire life. You have an autoimmune disease. Like, we're not gonna take care of this plant. We should just give it away. Like, let me call my best friend. She's great. She'll take care of the plant. She used to kill plants all the time, and Jackie was like, no, I can do this. And she did.
Good.
And that plant lived like all summer into the fall, and finally died. It wasn't a plant that was going to last forever. Like, it wasn't meant to last forever. But finally and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get you a plant for Valentine's Day.
You know what's pretty hardy is a money plant.
What is a money plant?
They're like little trees almost, and they have just green leaves. That's it.
Okay.
But they're very hardy. You really can't kill those.
I would say a snake plant is hard to kill too.
Okay.
The ones that are like
Yeah.
tall.
I mean, you could water them like once a month, and the thing's gonna still go.
A cactus, very difficult.
Awesome.
To kill.
I can't wait. Chris Kozłowski from Broadview Florist they are an advertiser on 321, and so he has a link to just book a morning show appearance whenever he wants, and he booked one for February 7th last night. I was like, yes,
Chris.
I get to ask him questions in person, like just without like because I feel like weird when I go into the store and I have no idea. And then you shouldn't feel weird when you go into a store and have no idea what you're looking for. But I get to like prep him with like, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, do you have an idea? And then I'll come in
What's
and stuff.
a safe plant for me to get?
This is the one episode that my girlfriend actually watches.
Do you have pets?
We have a cat. Yeah.
You gotta make sure it's cat friendly too.
That's true.
Yes,
that is true.
They can be poisonous.
We had someone gave us a poinsettia
Yep. Yeah.
from Broadview for Christmas, and I had to rehome the cat. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is cute, but we're gonna have to throw it out.
You can come back at the end of the Christmas season.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy. Anyway, so lots of stuff happening right now. It's funny because you would think like, oh, the Christmas season is over, and
yeah, I mean, we just start working on all this stuff that preps us for the year. So we're going to start on our magazines coming up. So, the travel guide and the directory. If anyone has pictures for the travel guide, we're looking for candid shots, landscapes, that could be featured in the magazine. You can send those to info@oceanchamber.org. If you're a member and you haven't updated your member profile, we ask you to do that soon so that it's the most up-to-date information in the directory. We try and be on top of our members, but can't figure out where everyone's moved to all the time. So, but yeah, those should be coming out. We're going to start working on those soon. They're typically out in like late spring. So
we just updated our info in there a couple weeks ago, and a lot of it was wrong, and that was our fault.
Everyone's busy. It's one of those things you don't really realize you have to update until it's happened.
Yeah, absolutely.
We have a ribbon cutting coming up in a couple days. I had to look up the date. For Gansett Wraps, like they just moved.
Yeah.
So they're doing a reopening of that space. Just trying to think where I put that. Oh yeah, that's on Monday, February 10th at 5:15. So that's at their new location, which is 55 Beach Street near like Bar Coast.
Ben.
Yep.
Ben.
Yeah.
Their new location. Love Gansett.
And
yeah,
who else is
absolutely.
in there? Oh, High Tide is in there as well. So yeah, we're looking forward to that. That's like the grand reopening of the space. I've been there a couple times. It's nice.
Yeah, me too. I like it. It's, if you guys are familiar with where Pizza Vita used to be, it's that location over in the plaza with Corner Thai and Bar Coast and Beijing Dumpling and the Eatery, and I'm just gonna name every business in that spot.
Well, I'm glad I like Gansett wraps. I'm glad they moved because I'm happy KFC's back.
Oh, okay.
I love Kentucky Fried Chicken.
What's your go-to meal?
Oh, fast food wise?
Yeah. Well, I meant specifically at KFC. What's your go-to order at KFC?
I want mashed potatoes and gravy, and I like the thighs.
Okay.
You need to
I
go
love
and
the thighs.
get them to join the chamber. Be like,
Oh,
I
really?
come here all the time. Would you be interested?
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can do that.
absolutely.
Tuesdays, if you go Tuesdays, they have a special on a bucket.
Beth.
And they'll give you an extra piece even.
Beth, now you
Oh
really
my
need to get them to
God.
join
Yeah.
the chamber.
I hope my daughter's not listening right now.
I'll send this to her.
Segue, we have another ribbon cutting too. This is a new business in Westerly. It's called Zen Zone.
Oh yeah.
That is Wednesday, February 5th, also at 5:15, and that's at 58C High Street. I don't know which one along here.
So Zen Zone, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it is under Perks and Corks.
Oh,
so
down
it's
the
across
back.
so it's across from Chillingham's. If you guys know where WBLQ used to be,
Mhm.
well, I know you do, but if you know where WBLQ used to be, down the path next to Perks and Corks where Chillingham's is, it is around the corner in that area. You enter from it's the same building as Perks and Corks, directly underneath, and Zen Zone.
Yeah. So those are the two upcoming ribbon cuttings. And then we always have our business after hours on February 12th, 5 to 7 p.m. at the Ocean Community YMCA, the Westerly branch on High Street. So that should be exciting. Always networking, food, activities.
That business after hours, you literally couldn't do a business after hours closer if you did it in my living room. So I'm really hoping that we don't have sometimes I'll plan to go to a business after hours and then we have 3 rescheduled games for that night for sports, and I have to actually do something.
I'm bummed that there's no way to talk myself out of going to the gym that night because I'll physically be at the Y.
Yes.
I'm just going to have to suck it up.
You got to do it. You got to do it. I love it. Is the networking going to be in the gym space so that we're all working out while we network? Because that would be fun.
That would be a challenge. I think it's supposed to be in the pickleball courts, like that open space right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe we just move it upstairs and just
move it upstairs.
Pump some.
You gotta, if you want to network, you gotta spot me. That's that's
you want to network, you have to work
vibe.
in with me.
Yes, absolutely. Just making business or deals on a treadmill.
Why not?
Absolutely. I love it. How was, speaking of events that I was unable to go to, not that we need to get into much detail about this, but I was so sad. I got sick on Saturday and was not able to go to the
party,
the holiday party.
Yeah.
How was that?
It was fun. I had a good time.
We had a great time. Always have a good time.
Yeah.
We do Yankee swap. So
it was the longest Yankee swap of my life, I will say. It took so long.
You and Maria keep everybody going though. Number 2, number 3.
Because it was taking so long. Get your present. Do you want to keep it? Do you want to swap? And let's move.
We had some swapping.
There was
I love it when
25
people swap.
items.
Some people don't want to swap. You're like, no,
Yeah.
I'll keep it.
I
No,
swapped.
swap it. Take something else.
Got to.
Yeah.
I swapped mine. What did you end up with?
A bottle of wine.
Oh,
Nice.
gotcha.
Nice. I don't think I've ever been more bummed to have a stomach bug in my entire life.
Oh, it's
Luckily, it
going
was only 24
around.
hours. Yeah,
Going
it
around.
was going around, and I'm not blaming my nephew, but I did babysit my nephew a day or two before.
And
So,
is he in school?
oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's 9, so
Yeah.
he's 9 and had it right before that. So you know,
Nice.
not
Yeah, they're all
saying.
incubuses.
I mean, it's fun.
We got a comment from Jeff that said, "Really?" ...
Oh, it was a bottle of wine that I received. I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember.
What other events are coming up for the chamber?
What is coming up?
Well, we have the black and white. It's not a chamber,
but that's
it's
honoring the Y. But
we all get our dresses.
a bunch of us will go
get
and we'll
fancied up.
party and
Yes.
have a good time. Support the Y. Support the United and the Ocean House.
Yes.
Going into the spring, I mean, we're getting prepped for the egg hunt, so we're starting to accept candy and egg donations. If anyone would like to donate candy, we just ask that it's individually wrapped and it's peanut and nut free.
Rob can't help this year.
No, he's not allowed to. So that's coming up. I mean, obviously the duck race is the end of April, and that is really starting to take off. I know a lot of the nonprofits in the schools have gotten their envelopes to sell ducks. I don't know if that means they can start selling them, but if you want a duck, definitely reach out to any one of the schools, and most of the local nonprofits are selling ducks, and they're $5 a duck.
Awesome. And when is the duck race again?
That's April 26th.
Okay.
It's the last Saturday in April.
So you have an event April 24th and 26th.
Mm-hmm. And then May 9th is Fusion. So it's like boom, 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 boom. It's fun.
Then June is our annual dinner.
Yeah. Well, then Virtue's the end of May.
Yep.
And Sunday Fun Days. And it just kind of keeps the ball
Never
keeps
stops.
rolling.
It literally never stops.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Beth, do you have a favorite one to participate in, to volunteer for?
I think again, I mean I like all of them, and I always say it's kind of like organized chaos. Same thing I always say about the parade. So
surprisingly well organized chaos.
Yes, and
chaos.
And try.
Des does the
duck race.
The duck race,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and she does a great job, and that's what's nice to see again is the continuity. People staying,
Mm-hmm.
and so what's going on. Sometimes people come, sometimes people leave, but no, she does a great job, and of course everybody still helps, but everybody's always there. I generally like it when it's warmer, not humid, but I like the warmer events. The lobster pot, it's generally cold. I mean, usually it's
winter.
Yeah, it's winter time, so I'm dressed up like Nanook of the North, but that's fun. It's just fun for any of them. So I can't think of any favorite. I like them all.
Mm-hmm.
And again, they all bring people to our community. I've met new people that have moved into the community, and then they find out that I'm on the board. So we've gotten people to attend other things and get more involved and everything.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I can't wait to ask you in a year what your favorite event is.
I mean, I've been to the events.
Yeah, but
that'll be fun. That'll be a fun episode. When someone cancels, you can interview me.
Okay.
As a member of the board of directors.
It'll be it won't be Business Over Breakfast. It will be Say Grace. That was the name you gave me like a couple weeks ago, right?
Oh my god. Let's do it. You should just have your own show called Say Grace anyway.
No. I don't have that much to talk about.
Yeah,
no
you
one
do.
wants to listen to me talk about random things.
Guys, if you want to hear Grace have her own show, if everybody would like to have to see Grace have her own show, please put it in the comments. What do you mean? What time? You guys, I'm pretty sure that the Ocean Chamber staff works on like Santa magic time. You know what I mean? It's like, how does he do all of the things in one night?
Oh, like in the Polar Express where the watch is never.
Yeah, the watch just never. It never really. It's not like, I don't know if it's like Matrix time that you guys have. Like, what was that called in Matrix? Bullet time. Like, or at least that's what it was called in the video game. That's like a 25-year-old reference. But you guys have some ability to slow down time and add to it. And I don't know how you do it. So I'm sure that you have time. So if everybody wants to hear Grace Grace's brand new podcast here on the 321 Network. Coming later today, actually.
Yeah. Streaming live at 1:30 in the morning.
You're a night person.
I am a night person though. Yeah, I can't do mornings, but anything after like 8 p.m. I'm up for. I'm awake. I'm moving. So.
Jan Fusco says, "I vote for Say Grace."
Thanks, Jan.
Yeah.
Jan also painted so she did a bunch of buoys for us. She's doing a nutcracker, but she did paint our puzzle artwork for the Stonington lobster trap tree. And we have a bunch of those still at the chamber. They're $30. They're only 500 pieces this year. They're not 1,000. We minimized it. But she's very sweet, and she painted like Lisa Marie and I into the puzzle. So if you want a puzzle of the tree and all of us and all kinds of people, definitely recommend coming to the chamber to buy one.
Paul Donahue just liked the show, which I assume is a vote from Westerly and Mystic Paints for for Say Grace. I assume. So thank you, Paul. For
Thank you,
that.
Paul.
Yeah,
Thank you, Paul. We're just trying to. Beth, are you? We should just vote on it. We should vote on it today at the board meeting. Do we make Grace start her own podcast?
I
Second.
Vote passes.
You'd have to come on and be a guest, though. You'd have to do this again.
Yes, you do it. You would
It's
have to
actually,
do it again.
it's like I said. I think I'm growing a little bit, but it's okay. This
Yeah,
is fine.
It's not. It's just the three of us.
It's just the three of us.
It's just the three of us.
And anyone watching on our Facebook page.
Yeah, and YouTube, and the app, and Paul said, "Good morning, Grace."
Morning,
No.
Paul.
No, good morning. No, good morning to me and Beth. All right. So, Beth, what else? What else do we want to plug? What should people know about Washington Trust before we go?
Are you guys hiring?
Yes. If you go to the website, there are careers up there for, gosh, I think I was recently looking at them, loan operations, I think some branch personnel. We're always opening a branch. They're further up north, but actually at this point in time, they'll already be, I know we have internships, but they'll be hiring for the summer. We get people for Block Island and the branches on the teller lines. It's a great job for kids, out of high school or college for the summer. And if you're an intern, like we pay interns too. I know some people, some businesses don't do that, but it's
That would be fun. That would be fun to like work and live on Block Island for a summer.
right.
It's like
When I started,
Mhm.
I did go there, but I think I stayed at the time they didn't have. We have a second floor on the branch there now, so they do. It's like a perk. You're a summer teller, so you have a place to stay because that's one of the problems, obviously,
Oh wow,
on the
That's really
island as well
nice.
as
that's
your
awesome.
summer
That's
employees.
so nice.
To find a place to stay and to be able to
Mhm.
afford it. So they've had that for a while, but I used to go over for a week here and there. I think it was the Blue Dory, or I fly over and, would help out. I like to go into the branch there. So, but I still
Very
get to go.
cool.
I have customers over there.
See, so you fly over to Block Island all the time. So jumping out of a plane for you was like, all right, I'll go up and this time I'll jump out.
I
Not a
have
big
to-
deal.
I have to drag my boss. She hates to fly. I can take the fast ferry. I mean, I can't do the slow one. It's just, I'd rather just see that view and,
Enjoy it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
we are looking to do another skydiving fundraiser this year.
Jeffrey's
We
gonna
have
to-
signed Jeff Frenette up for it. I don't know if he's aware of that, but
He wants to do it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put his comment really ... back up.
he wants to do it. I think he should. I would do it again in a heartbeat. I was like Beth, like I got tagged in at the last second.
Yeah.
So I really didn't have much time to think about it. And it
We
was
asked for donations
amazing.
from people. I kept a glass jar at my house. My family, everybody came in, put money in that. So,
I love that. You will never get me to jump out of a plane. I've never even been in a plane.
Really?
So yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Jeff says I am in
Sweet.
for the skydiving.
Yeah. I think we're
Um,
gonna try and do the same like first weekend in June. because that's when we did last year and the weather was really nice.
It
and
was just, I mean, I guess it's only can be perfect weather when you go. So
Yeah.
pretty much. I mean,
Yeah,
you
it's
saw
true.
everything. So
It was so clear that day. It was amazing.
That's awesome. I will not be there.
That's okay.
I think
It's
looking
not for everyone.
I think looking up at you guys jumping out of a plane would give me a panic attack.
but
it
So-
takes you a
could
second,
come.
actually.
You could come and watch though, because it's see everybody coming for their landings.
Yeah, it actually like you don't initially see any like them jump out of the plane because they
No.
are so far
No,
up
yeah,
that like they're just slowly and then suddenly it's like
ants
a black
that are
yeah
falling towards.
basically
You're like
and then it's like a black speck.
that piece of rain is getting bigger. Wow, you should broadcast from the landing, Jeff. We will. We will.
There you go.
It's not going to be me, but we will broadcast from the landing. I will bring someone.
Sports
This is why there's a team at 321 for the stuff that Ben is too scared to do.
Even just to broadcast from the ground.
Yeah, like I said, if I look up at the plane, if I look up at the people jumping down from the plane, I will probably have a panic attack.
You're going to, just like I said, I was a little baby when I came in. And I've grown. This is I was like her child, I think. I think I'm saying this right. So this is how you're gonna start. You're gonna get sucked in, Ben. And you will
seriously.
be like, I can't believe I did this. I can't believe I did this. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, that happened
It's
to me
gonna happen.
actually. Because I was 21 when I started my job and I'll be 3 years like next month. And you just get sucked into it. And then suddenly you're jumping out of planes. And it's like
she has this
how did
way.
I get here? I didn't go diving with the sharks though. That wasn't for me. It was a little chilly.
Oh, yeah, no.
That one wasn't.
If I had to choose, I'd dive with the sharks. If I had to choose between the two, I would die. I'm terrified of
fair.
heights. I am terrified of heights. I don't love being on the third floor.
Oh,
I'm kidding. The third floor is fine. But if we were higher up, I would not go over to the window and look out as
How
much
about
as I
zip
do.
lining? We've done this.
That
No,
is just
that's
the
no
same
zip
height.
lining.
No,
But you're not as high up.
absolutely not.
The one at
Absolutely
Foxwoods is
not.
pretty tall. That was a pretty
Yeah,
steep
but you're done in
one.
like 5 seconds.
Absolute. When you guys did the zip lining years ago, I called Chris Paula afterwards and was like, you are a braver man than I will ever be. I don't understand how you just did that. He was like, oh, Ben, it's great. Next time we do it, you should do it with me. I was like, nope, never. That
I
would
would say the zip line was pretty easy when we did it 2 years ago. Because it's like a swing. So it's not like you're going head first. But I could see from a height standpoint, that's not.
Senior year, we took a chorus trip to Hershey Park in Pennsylvania.
Amazing place.
Yeah. The most exciting ride that I went on was the monorail. And I was legitimately scared being on the monorail.
Oh my gosh.
We in 2001, I went on a trip to Loon Mountain for a church camp thing, and there was an event that we had to do at the top of the mountain, so you had to go on the ski lift up.
Oh.
And the ski lift wasn't like one of the ones that you sit in and it's just a bench. It was a little pod that was enclosed, which was really nice. But my best friend at the time was like,
let's rock it.
yeah, and I was like, I will literally never speak to you again, and I haven't.
Oh my god.
So no, I have. I'm kidding. but yeah, we're just, maybe like 40 feet in the air above this mountain going up, and I'm like, I don't like going up the mountain. We should be at the bottom of the mountain. I don't understand why we're going to the top, and why am I 40 feet in the air, and why am I looking down, and why is he shaking this? And
yeah,
I can't do it. So you guys are all much braver than I am.
Yeah, I mean, I jumped out of a plane, but I wouldn't go bungee jumping. I don't know. That to me is like.
Has Lisa thought of that yet? Has that been something?
Yet.
Oh, okay.
Guys, why did you just speak that into existence?
Not yet.
I
don't know. Is there bungee jumping in the area?
I don't know.
I don't even know where the nearest. Because you need like a really deep Like chasm for that.
We got some big bridges around here.
Nice word.
Chasm.
Yeah, good
Thank
word.
you.
Good
Good word.
vocabulary word.
Done for the day.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Well, guys, if you're looking for a job, go apply at Washington Trust.
Could be there. What'd you say? 37 years? Is that
37
what you
years.
said?
My manager's been there 41.
Wow.
Hmm.
Could be
I've
set for
been
life.
I was my parents opened a bank account for me at Washington Trust when I was born. So I have been a member of Washington Trust for as long as you've worked there.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
congratulations.
Thanks. This has been a pleasure. For all of the events that are happening at the Ocean Chamber, go to oceanchamber.org.
Mhm.
If you want to bid, can you still bid on the lobster
Yeah,
trap
you
tree
can
buoys?
bid on the buoys until 6 p.m. on Saturday.
Okay, that's lobstertraptree.com.
Yes. There's 161, 62, I think.
Okay.
All unique,
Beautiful.
beautiful,
They're absolutely
talented
gorgeous.
artists from Rhode Island and Connecticut. So,
And if you want to
definitely.
find out more information on the upcoming Nutcracker Trail, you can go to nutcrackertrail.com, I believe.
Mhm.
And businesses that want to purchase a Nutcracker for their business, they're going to be on display at the United Theater for one day only in November.
Mhm.
And then they're going to be all around town.
Distributed.
And if you are a business that, doesn't, like, we're on the third floor, for example, although I really want to get, guys, this was my idea yesterday. I want to get a Nutcracker and I want to put it in the window so it's just staring out at downtown. And
These
Lisa was
glowing
like,
eyes.
can people see that? I was like, they absolutely can see it. If you're walking downtown, if you're in like Dixon Square and you look up, you can see into this window. And I know that because people have taken pictures of me working
Oh my gosh.
from outside. So I'm like, maybe we should get a giant Nutcracker and put it in the window, just leering down. And for Christmas, it'll be great because it's looking out at the
Right.
Christmas tree. But anyway, yeah, you can purchase those. Call the
Thanks for
chamber.
sponsoring, yeah. Come and see what we have.
Yeah.
We also start accepting reservations for buoys next week.
Okay.
Technically
Already.
Nice.
Nice.
Technically it's Saturday, but we will obviously be at the Velvet Mill.
Mhm.
But if you're a chamber member and you want a buoy, you can reserve with us starting Monday, and then it opens to the public on April 1st.
And there are 20 tickets roughly left for the
maybe less. I
for
haven't
the
checked this
chocolate
morning.
stroll. So if you want to go to the chocolate stroll, act now or
Mhm.
forever hold your
Just use
piece chocolate.
Use the link that's on our website. Try not to buy from anyone else.
Yeah, don't buy
Don't
from
get
anyone else,
scammed,
guys. Don't
please.
get scammed. Call the chamber. Don't purchase from anybody. And if
Mhm.
you're someone who bought tickets for an event ever, and you don't sell them on social because you just go in with all of the scammers. Call the organization back
Mhm.
and be like, hey, I can't come, and figure something out with them, because generally speaking, there's waiting lists for these things.
Right.
There's people that will take them. Don't participate in the scams. So
Please.
yeah. Thank you so much, guys, for being here.
Thank you.
I will
you.
see you all in a few hours.
Yes.
And yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. Oceanchamber.org, WashingtonTrust.org, WashTrust,
washtrust.com.
WashTrust.com. I knew that. I
Mhm.
go there all the time. I was like, it's not Washington Trust, it's Wash Trust. WashTrust.com. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you to the Chamber Champions. I'm gonna read them out right now. Bouvier Insurance, Lathrop Insurance, the Hotel Maria, Professional Planning Group. I'm gonna take it off so that I can see all of them on the thing. Same thing that happened with the event scroll. It's too many words. the Hotel Maria Professional Planning Group, Platinum sponsors, Dime Bank, Gray Sail Brewing of Rhode Island, Jewett City Savings Bank, Navigant Credit Union, Shoreline Painting, Washington Trust, Westerly Community Credit Union, Westerly Mystic Paints, Yale New Haven Health, Westerly Hospital. Gold sponsors, PC Restoration. Silver sponsors, Core Plus Credit Union, Westerly Education Center. Bronze sponsor, Zoe & Co. Professional Bra Fitters. And a huge thank you to the two sponsors that make this show possible here on 321 every week, and also our great supporters of the chamber in general. And that would be Wireless Zone, Patrick Lynch over at 224 Post Road in Dunn's Corners, and Lathrop Insurance. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you, Beth. Thank you, Grace. And guys, tune in at 1:30 this morning for Grace's new show. Say Grace. Bye for now.
What's going on, everybody? It's Patrick down here at the Wireless Zone at Dunn's Corners at 224 Post Road, and everybody down here is getting the brand new iPhone 16. We have it here in stock. The best part is right now, if you trade in your old phone, you get it for free. We got deals all weekend, awesome savings. Come on down and see us, 224 Post Road, Dunn's Corners, Verizon Wireless Zone. We'll see you soon.
Hi, this is Dan from Lathrop Insurance. In this challenging insurance environment, Lathrop Insurance can be your beacon in the storm to help you find the coverage you need at the right price. Now, more than ever, you need a partner in the insurance industry that can work with multiple carriers to make sure you have the right coverage at the right price. Lathrop Insurance carries home, auto, and business insurance, and can be reached at 401-596-2525. We've been supporting the local community since 1939, and we look forward to working with you.
Touchdown, Westerly!
A chance for the Chargers, and they score!
In the front, Luzzy again!